Hello everyone, this is Red, and today I would like to share with you one of my favorite books from when I was little. This is called Sweet Dreams of the Wild. So get comfortable and let's begin. As the moon unwinds its silver thread and sleepy children climb in bed, sweet dreams are stirring in the air as wild ones sleep. Do you know where? Hummingbird, hummingbird, where do you sleep? I rest near the ivy that hugs the wall in a teacup-sized nest because I'm so small. High in a tree, I weave a warm bed with cattail fluff and cobweb threads. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Gray mouse, where do you sleep? I sleep in the attic of a house old and worn, bunching up to a quilt that's been tossed and torn. Scampering quick to capture a place of my own, I rest best when the cat of the house isn't home. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Silver cat, where do you sleep? I curl half moon on the window seat. Plump, fat, and round is how I sleep. I slump in a chair where someone just sat for long, lazy naps, just because I'm a cat. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Red robin, where do you sleep? I rest in a nest built of twigs and string, with my head tucked under a folded wing, under gables and eaves in the fork of a tree, or a warm, empty mailbox is home to me. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Black spider, where do you sleep? I sleep in a web of knitted threads, woven of silk in a flower bed. On a thin, gauzy sheet, I sway in the air, from a lilac bush to the garden chair. I curl up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Caterpillar, where do you sleep? I wrap in a robe of silky threads. The quiet cocoon is my growing bed, curled under the moon and cradled in green, wishing for shimmering butterfly wings. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Red ladybug, where do you sleep? I cling to the clover, soft and new, or the petal of a rose, sparked light with dew. Deep on the grass, of a green backyard, a leaf for my bed, and a blanket of stars. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Gray squirrel, where do you sleep? I curl in the hole of a hollow tree, or a ball-shaped nest built strong with leaves, packed with twigs and bits of bark. My home is a cozy den in the dark. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Black bat, where do you sleep? I roost on the bridges and eaves of stone, swaying upside down by the crook of my doors, tucked in belfry towers high, or deep in caverns is where I hide. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Green turtle, where do you sleep? I tuck deep inside of my very own shell. Basking safe in the sand is where I dwell. I rest on a rock or a moss-covered log, near the edge of a puddle at night in the fog. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Spotted cow, where do you sleep? I doze with the buttercups tickling beneath, napping in pastures apple green deep. Snuggled under the stars in scattered hay, I move into the barn when the storm comes my way. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. White sheep, where do you sleep? I sleep in a flock, huddled close on a hill, under starry skies so dark and still. In sweet yellow straw with a lamb at my side, I nap in the open countryside. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Brown bear, where do you sleep? I slumber in a cave on a soft dirt floor, with the cold wind knocking at my door. Bundling furry deep down for a long winter's nap, I nestle with blankets of brown on my back. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Mountain goat, where do you sleep? I nestle on mountaintops cold and bare, wrapped in a shawl of warm woolly hair, high in a hollow where bluebells grow, in a winter wonderland of snow. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Sea otter, where do you sleep? I nap up the shores of the rocky sea, sailing smooth on my back in blue waters deep, near the coast where a lighthouse beckons stray boats. In masses of seaweed and kelp I float. I cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild, and that's where I sleep, sleepy child. Sleepy child, where do you sleep? Do you sleep in a bed, fluffed cozy and warm, with a white woolen quilt and a bear in your arms, cold toes bundled and tucked up tight into night to the tender warm hush of a lullaby? Do you cuddle up tight with sweet dreams of the wild? Is that where you sleep, sleepy child? Now sleepy children are snug in bed, and the moon still shines its silver thread. Sweet dreams are stirring in the air as wild ones sleep, and you know where. Good night, sleepy child. Good night. I really enjoyed sharing this book with you. This book has been one of my favorite books from when I was little. Tell me in the comments section, what was your favorite animal from this book? I think mine was the sea otter, because sea otters can be very gentle at some times. Alright. Good night.